am Darshan, studying in 3rd BSc CBBT KLS Vicharingappa College, Rajajanagar, Bangalore. Today I am presenting the seminar on the topic microbial food. What is microbial food? The food which is extracted from the microbes are called microbial food. In this topic, we are going to study about the two major topics, that is single cell protein and the single cell oil. Can anyone tell what is single cell protein? Single cell protein refers to the protein which is extracted, totally extracted from its pure culture of the microorganism. What is pure culture? Pure culture, only development of the single type of microorganism in the medium is called pure culture. The microorganisms which are algae, fungi, yeast and bacteria. For example, in algae, Spirulina maxima, fungi Fusarium gramineum, yeast Candida itis, it is also called as Torula yeast, and some example like Saccharomyces cerevisiae, bacteria, Methylophilus, Methylotropus. These are the microorganisms which require the substrate for their growth and the development, that are for Spirulina, carbon dioxide and the sunlight. For Fusarium gramineum, starch hydrolysate which is meat-like structure which require 30 degrees Celsius for the growth and the development of the microorganisms, and it should be extracted, which yields different types of oligo and monosaccharides and extracted in the form of vacuum filtration. Yeast which required ethanol, Methylotropus required methanol as the substrate for their growth and the development. Algae which eats total crude protein which eats 60%, while fungi eats 50 to 55%, and yeast eats 55 to 60%, and the bacteria, that is Methylotropus and the Methylophilus, eats 80%. Which also consists of the good amino acid as well as the low sulfur containing amino acid. What is low sulfur containing amino acid? That is the cysteine and the methionine residues which are present in the single cell protein, that is the deficiency, which can be fulfilled. The deficiency can be overcome by treating with the methionine. Then the contamination of the algae when compared to these three are high. When compared to the fungi, when compared to the yeast and bacteria, it having high risk of contamination. Yeast having low risk and the bacteria having high risk of contamination. The growth rate also here, the low when compared to these three, algae has low growth rate. When compared to the yeast and bacteria, fungi has low growth rate. When compared to the yeast and bacteria, fast growing bacteria having growth rate more than the less growing yeast. Then nucleic acid content must be high in the spirulina, that is about 15%, fungi also 15%, and yeast also 15%, and the bacteria which having the high nucleic acid content, that is 20%. The single cell protein can be extracted, that is the production of the single cell protein by the 5 steps. First step, the selection of the suitable microbe and the substrate. Second step is fermentation. Third one is harvesting, and the fourth one is the post-harvesting treatment, and the fifth is the processing of the single cell protein. What is the selection of the suitable strain of the microbe and the substrate? It is very crucial step. The microbes should not yield the endotoxin. What is endotoxin? The microbe should yield the toxic substance in its biomass. Called endotoxins should not, it is harmful to the consumer whoever consumes. Next, the substrate should be low, cheap. The substrate should be having high quality, cheap and cost effective, and also favorable to the high growth rate. And easy of isolation. Next, the microbes which are used having the high growth rate in a small area and in a short time. Fermentation. What is fermentation? Fermentation is typically a food process in which the carbohydrates which are converted into the alcohols and carbon dioxide or organic acids in the presence of yeast or bacteria or their combination under anaerobic condition in the absence of carbohydrates, it's alcohol, carbon dioxide or organic acid. In the presence of yeast or bacteria or their combination in the under anaerobic condition called fermentation. Fermentation, the science of fermentation is also known as zymology. In the simple word, the sugar which are converted into the sugars which are converted into the alcohol yields high amount of energy called fermentation. Next, the fermentation should be done in a large fermenter, that is large chamber called fermenter. It is made up of glass or stainless steel. Under controlled necessary conditions which are required, that is temperature, pH, humidity and pressure. Almost all the fermentation are done in the fed batch culture. Why we need to do the fed batch culture? We are widely used because the fed batch culture we need to introduce one or more nutrients at a time into the bioreactor while we are culturing, and it is remain at the end product. Then harvesting. As a result of the fermentation, the number of microbial colonies which are developed from a single cell. The isolation of the microbial colonies from the individual cell, by the process called decantation. What is decantation? Here, the decantation is the process of separation. That is, the two liquid media which are separated, or if it is having the solid media, we can separate it by the sedimentation process which are settled down. Then after harvesting, the isolated microorganisms which can be treated into the differential technique, that is centrifugation, washing and drying. Processing of single cell protein. Here we need to the protein which we get here, which is not completely pure, that is consisting of the crude protein, which consisting of carbohydrates, lipids, salts and mineral substances, which we did not need. Though it is a crude protein, we need a pure protein. By this process, that is the rupturing of the cell wall or the disruption of the cell wall, we can get the pure single cell protein. And the nucleic acid, which is not necessary for the human dietary, in which the nucleic acid which are released, the purines which are the purine nucleotides which are present in the human body, reacts with this nucleic acid, resulting in the formation of crystallization, and also causes the kidney stone, and the stones are present in the liver. We need to reduce the amount of the nucleic acid by the process by the heating process, by chemical extraction, by enzymatic process, by using the chemicals NaCl, by enzymatic treatment, that is ribonucleases, and alkaline hydrolysis using NaOH, and also some modification in the growth and the development of the microorganisms. Then advantages and the disadvantages of the microorganism. The advantages is the microbes which does not require any climatic condition, which we can grow throughout the year. Then the single cell protein, which is very rich in biomass and yields good amino acid. We are selected the strain, and we are going to production that single cell protein. The microbes which we are selected, which yields more in a short time using a substrate. The substrate must be cheap. I already told the substrate must be cheap, and it must be the environmental pollution. Sometimes the environmental pollutants which we are used as the substrate, it has become causes pollution to the environment itself. Sometimes it will be harmful. Next. Disadvantages, which are very the extraction of the single cell protein, which is very expensive method, and also the extraction of the unicellular microorganisms such as algae, it is also very effective, and which is also cost effective. Then Oil single cell oil. The single cell oil refers to the extraction of the edible oil, that is triglycerides, from the microbial cells or the microorganisms having the lipid source. They are very promising to the lipid sources such as yeast and fungi. They are very promising to the lipid sources, but not bacteria, because bacteria does not capable for the accumulation of the lipid source. Then what we need to select that microorganism having high growth rate in a simple area in a short time using a small area of land. These microorganisms are able to undergo many biotransformation reactions, such as biotransformation here refers to the alternation in their growth and the development. Even a whole cell or single or one or more of their components which undergo biotransformation to yield more number or to yield more production. High valuable oils and fats which can yield, and also some molds which can able to give a further process or the study in the lipid biochemistry and also the microbial control. Here the microbial control refers to the single cell oil, the fast microbial which can reduce the fast microbial activities and their function also. Metabolic activities, fast metabolic activities, that is in the fasting time we are already learned in the chemistry, that is glycanogenesis. Oils which having high, next the oils which we need to get the single cell oil, the oil which is rich in particular fatty acid. What particular fatty acid are called single cell oil, which are rich in particular fatty acid which are rich in PUFA. Here the PUFA is refers to the polyunsaturated fatty acid. Poly means many, unsaturated having double or triple bond. Fatty acid is the carbon having the long chain, that is PUFA. Here as I told, some of the multinational pharmaceutical companies take their interest on the development of the single cell oil. One of the example here, linolenic acid, arachidonic acid and docosahexaenoic acid, which can be extracted from of the sources such as Euphora cicinoides, which is the fungus, and later it is discontinued due to its cost factor. And the arachidonic acid, the soil fungus Martirella albina, has been used for the production of the arachidonic acid, and the docosahexaenoic acid, the marine algae Cryptopodium cohini, has been employed for the commercial production of the docosahexaenoic acid. The DHA, which is present in the inclusion as the baby food for their metabolic processes. Limitation of the single cell oil. Here the fermentation process which is required for the development or the producing of the single cell oil is very costly. It is visualable that the gene which can be extracted from the microorganism and then transferred, the gene which is extracted from the microorganism then which is transferred into the plant to produce a large number of the single cell oil, which is not widely accepted by the people, although it is a good and the edible oil, which is free from herbicides, pesticides and also fungicides. It is an edible oil which is rich in PUFA. Next, the single cell oil which can use us, that is a plant, to overcome from the plant and the oil, plant oil and the animal oil, that is we can grow the microorganism on the lignocellulose material to eat large amount of the single cell oil. Here I forgot to tell about the single cell protein production. Here one of the example for the production of the petroleum hydrocarbon. First the petroleum hydrocarbon is a distilled and dewaxing. What is dewaxing? The removal of the oil contents which are present on the surface of the microorganism cells and then we are inoculated with the two microorganisms such as Candida tropicalis and Saccharomycosis lipolytica, and then we are transfer the sterile fertile compressed air for the area for the oxygenation and the agitation, and which produces and also get the cells which are separated by the centrifugation. Here the centrifugation is refers to the gravity by which the density of the particles are separated. Gravity in the density of the particles separate out. Next, we are they are sprayed on the surface of the stainless steels or other membrane, and we get the protein and which are dried, and we get the single cell protein which we can use it as the fodder. The limitation which includes the single cell advantages and the disadvantages of the single cell oil. I already told one of the Central Food and Technological Research Institute, which is present in the Mysore, which is take the interest on the production of the single cell oil and the single cell protein. Thank you.